Welcome back to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got a property for you. This one is in Tuolumne County, California. Let's jump into the website and take a look at this thing. It's 1.1 acres. I'm asking $14,999. It's in the trees. It's in a neighborhood. There's a road that goes around it, so it's paved on a couple sides. There's a couple houses in the area, nicer looking houses, and people look like they're taking care of them. Let's blow this map up where the property is. I'll zoom out, I'll show you the area, and then we'll zoom back in. Maybe it's better if I put it on map. So we're over here, we're near Sonora, California. Modesto's down here, Stockton, and on the other side is San Francisco. So you could come from San Francisco, San Jose, the whole San Francisco Bay Area, and head towards the Sierra Nevada like you're on your way to Yosemite National Park. And this this property is in the hills, getting close to the national forest, Santa Luz National Forest and Yosemite National Park. So right at the foothills. There's numerous lakes at the foothills of these mountains that you can go boating in and fishing in and having fun. And then the property's up here, near a small town called Twainhart. And you can just see the sea of green here. All this green is national forest. And the property's right here around some green too. There's just patches of green and green. It's federal land. There's county land and state lands in between. So it's just a lot of parklands, government land that you can go explore. There's a golf course over here. Let's switch over to satellite and I'll zoom into the property. So you can see that there's a lot of trees. There's a pond just to the south. There's a couple ponds over here. So I'm sure water's in range, but these houses around it have figured out water. Numerous houses in the area have figured out water. They figured out power. They figured out access. They figured out how to make it happen. There's little roads coming and going through the area. So let's bump out of this map. Let's zoom down. I got a link on here if you want to go for it. There's a link to pay for it. Click on that link, enter your information, and hit next, and I'll do up the paperwork for you to get it into your name, get it recorded, and make it happen. There's GPS coordinates to go take a tour of the property. So if you click on the GPS coordinates, open that on the computer, you can zoom in, you can do 3D, you can map it out, you can see where it is. There's a bunch of trees on the property, and it looks like we're in the foothills, and this road goes around, and there's kind of like a saddle here. And I think when you're sitting on this saddle, when you put the house there, let's see if I can center this. I think you could put it in this relatively flat spot. I mean, it's rolling on a couple sides, but it's like a saddle, right? So you could put a house there, and you could look out over this valley, and you can see there's lots of green areas looking out over this valley. Just a green foothills to the Sierra Nevadas. See if I can get back to where we were. Might have to try again. So I'll kill that one. I'll click on the link from the website again. It'll bring it right back up if you get lost in the maps like I do sometimes. So from there we can go to all kinds of places like San Francisco. Let's see how far away San Francisco is. I mean, I don't think you're going to commute from here, but you could do it for the weekend. Be a good weekend trip. It's 142 miles at current traffic at like 7 p.m. It's just under 3 hours. There's a little bit of traffic in a couple spots there along the 580 to the 205 and over. So there's a couple routes you could take to, depending what part of the Bay Area you might be coming from. If you want to shoot out here and take a look at the property and see if that's your escape from the Bay Area. So as we zoom in, you can see how the roads come in from a couple different ways. This one looks like it crosses the lake. I wonder if there's a bridge there we could look at. See if we can see the lake. Well, this guy's supposed to work. There we go. Oh, whenever they drove by here, the level of the lake was a lot lower than it looked like in the satellite pictures. But there's still a boat zinging through there. Looks like the water goes up and down with the seasons. And you can see the kinds of trees on the hillside, quite green. This part looks a little bit more sparse. These hills have more trees on them. Looks like a beautiful blue sky. Snake Gulch. You can see how full this was when the satellite picture came across. So this is New Mellons Lake, Turtletown's recreation area. Turtletown. I mean, there's a lot of recreation in the area. I pulled up directions to the closest Lowe's. I couldn't find a Home Depot, but I found a Lowe's about 10 miles away, and there's a Walmart across the street from that, so you get supplies to build a house there. And then there's grocery stores and things closer, like Mona Vista. I saw that there was a natural food store, so I don't think you have to go as far to get foods and basic supplies to get back out to this property. And then it looks like there's numerous neighborhoods around this area. There's a Sierra Outdoor School. Just looks like some neat hills to be in. You know, rolling foothills of the mountains. So I pulled up the market on Zillow. I was looking at Zillow because you can do the map of things in the area. And the cheapest thing in the area I could find, like 1 acre kind of stuff, because this is a little over an acre, $17,495 for 1.3 acres. And it's been on there for like 200 days. It's been on Zillow. And so it's got good views, community lake, clubhouse, recreation. So this is HOA kind of deal in Cedar Ridge Lake. They want you to pay fees and have all kinds of rules and stuff. But for that, they give you access to the clubhouse and the lake. So this is an alternative property for sale. I'm asking $14,999. These guys are asking $17,495. So that's the closest price thing I could find in the region. Next is one that's about twice the size of the one that I have in Twain Harte. So this is in the same area. They're asking $25,000. I'm asking $14,999. Knight, Twain Harte. Not exactly sure the location of this one. Looks like they put it up in June of 2018 for $25,000 and hasn't sold yet. There's another one for $32,000 for 1.2 acres. That's a little bit smaller than the one that I'm trying to sell for $14,999. It says beautiful, almost level. The pictures look like it's got a chunk of rocks back there, but it looks like you got some trees and a view. So the prices skip up. We're starting to get into prices real quick. We start getting into prices that are twice what I'm asking for mine. So I think if you go take a look at mine and realize that there's nothing wrong with it, and see that that's a good looking lot for a good price, you'll jump on it and take off with it. Let me know how I can help. I pulled up Twain Harte, little town there, in Instagram. They had some smoke from the fires. Someone took a picture of that. But most of these pictures are people exploring nature, streams, lakes, out in the wild, looking around, kids playing on beaches and all those lakes in the area, girl fishing, camping, putt-putt golf, cabins, A-frame cabins, good-looking decks, cabins in the woods, a house, more decks in the woods, building a house. It might be the same A-frame looking room, Twain Harte, California, on mountain time. Adirondack chairs, pine trees, and canoes. That's the symbols of this town. It's about playing in the water, having fun with your friends at the cabin in the woods, putting on a wedding in the woods, and more cabins in the woods and weddings. So happy times and pictures of cool places to go hang out. And that seems to be the theme of what people are taking pictures of in this area. So these are like the most recent pictures. Good looking A-frame houses, funny looking shaped houses, but they're in the woods and they're going for it, right? So that's what they're working on. So that's what's in the area. So if you're interested in this property, hit the link below and they'll take you back to my website and you can see if this is the right one for you, and feel free to let me know if I can help. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith at RuralVacantLand.com.